Estou a ver agora. Agora é falta. E é o gol. Conseguiu recuperar. Ricky conseguiu recuperar o equilíbrio e ainda obter a finalização para o primeiro gol da formação do Boa Vista.
God just make me the first spot I go to Galaba. When I'm 19, I'm gonna make me the Bricota when they Bricota when they want Cota. When I'm 19, I'm a Cota boy, yeah. Oh boy, Cota boy, yeah. See, when you shaka need Cota first son, oh first son, Cota first son, boy.
I was born in this town. I was born at number 11A Hospital Road in town. So I'm a Port Harcourt boy. Of course, I'm very, very happy and excited to be back home. And I have some good news for the sports fans, football fans. Those that knew me when I was playing for Sharks Football Club. So I'm very, very excited. I want to bring back some of my experience I acquired in Europe, in Brazil, for sports loving people, for sports players, for those that are involved in sports in Port Harcourt and in Nigeria as a whole.
This is a story of Richard Owobikiri from Port Harcourt to Brazil to Europe. Richard Owobikiri is a legendary Nigerian former professional footballer widely known as Ricky Owobikiri, born on July 16, 1961 in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. He was a prolific striker who played for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 1980s and early 1990s, including appearances in the African Nations Cup qualifiers and FIFA World Cup qualifiers. He signed for Sharks Football Club when he was 18 years old in Class 4. He then moved to Brazil from Sharks of Port Harcourt, where he shone brilliantly, describing his debut season after moving as emotional.
That was in 1978, 79. Yeah, I was in Class 4. And normally we used to have what we used to call the school games. That was in town those days. And very close to where I was from, the Port Harcourt Stadium there. So so we had OGS against, I think, Elitonia. I remember OGS needed to win this game. I never knew Coach Sinclair was there. He was then the Sharks coach, my wonderful coach. When I talk about Coach Sinclair, I have wonderful memories of him. So, well, he went and watched me play. We won 4-0 and I scored the 4 goals. Then after the game, I saw Coach Sinclair coming close to me. I was surprised. Then he called me and said, "Hey, boy, come. Where do you live?" And I told him where I lived. I was living. He said, "I need to talk to your parents." And then I looked at him. "You need to talk to your parents. You must. I want to sign you for Sharks Football Club. In fact, come with me now. We're going to the Sports Council." I was surprised. We got to the Sports Council and I was telling them, no, you should sign this boy. I cannot let this boy go back. You should sign this boy now. So I said, "Coach, let's talk to my mom and my dad first of all." So we went, we talked to them. They said, "Okay, if you can fit in studying and playing, for us it's okay." So that was how we started.
Conseguiu recuperar o equilíbrio e ainda obter a finalização para o primeiro gol da formação do Boa Vista.
So when Coach Sinclair spoke to me, I looked at it and said, "Well, okay, let me give it a try." So I was surprised. Everyone was surprised. I was a schoolboy. I think I was 18, 19. Then when I came, I used to come once in a while to train with Sharks Football Club from OGS. And I would come around. Coach Sinclair would give me the first team clothes to train and going to the match. It was like a scandal those days because I was an 18-year-old boy and I was a schoolboy. And there was already professional players in the team. So it was surprising. But the good thing is that when I started playing, I was scoring goals like. I remember when Enugu Rangers came to Port Harcourt. Christian Chubu, and I was just, he was like, he was an hero, so he was like, schoolboy, don't come close to me. I was surprised. He was so, I mean, for him to be worried with me, with my presence on the pitch, and I scored a goal against Enugu Rangers, yeah.
Conseguiu recuperar o equilíbrio e ainda com obter a finalização para o primeiro golo da formação do Boa Vista.
I came back. I was in Sharks. I left for ACB of Lagos. Very few people know about that. Why did I go to ACB? Yeah, well, no. Why did I go to ACB? I wanted to play actually the cup for the school cup in Lagos. Yes. I wanted to have that experience. And another thing that pushed me into Lagos was I wanted to study. I had finished my A-level, my college, so I wanted to do my A-levels. And I had my favorite principal, Omuera, who was the principal of St. Gregory's College, Obalende in Lagos. They said, no, I will admit you. Come, you have the papers, you have everything. Come and play for us. So it was like something so important for any student then who is involved in football. So these were the two things that took me into Lagos. So I went there and I came back again to Sharks. Sharks made me to come back. So when I came back, the coach was Brazilian. They had hired a Brazilian coach with Luciano, they are brilliant. Luciano, yeah, for Sharks. And one incident happened, very funny. I was living somewhere at Abuloma, yeah, and armed robbers went into my house. I wasn't there, but armed robbers went in there. I think they shot my dad on his knee. They took some few things. Well, I wasn't worried at all about the things they took. I was worried about my dad's health, of course. Then Coach Luciano looked at me and said, I heard what happened. I had a game the next day. He said, are you fit to play? Would you want me to play? I said, Coach, it's up to you. If you want me to play, I will play, of course. And then he said, if you score 2 goals, look at this music set. I learned they took everything from your house. It's for you. I'll give it to you. I wasn't, I was never there because of what I would gain to play for Sharks. Funny enough, we went into this game and I scored the 2 goals. And at the end of the game, this guy came into my house with everything he had promised. Oh, it was a wonderful period I went through. Golden boy, they used to say. I don't know if I was actually a golden boy, I don't know, but then people used to call me that. So I had a wonderful moment at Sharks.
He signed for Metz in France, where he won the Coupe de France, and later for Levadia, before moving to Benfica in Portugal, and later Boa Vista, where he scored 34 goals in 30 matches to win the Golden Boot in Portugal in 1991-1992 football season. He was the second highest goal scorer in Europe that season.
Now Coach Luciano said, no, I will not let you stay here. I must take you to Brazil at the end of the season. I said, Brazil? I looked at it and said, Brazil? I don't want to play soccer. I want to go to US. I was always saying, I want to go to US. I want to study. I want to play university games. I was telling him. I said, no, I will take you to Brazil. So at the end of this season, he called and said, hey, look at your ticket, look at everything. Coming to Rio. I've indicated you to American Football Club of Rio de Janeiro. I asked him, is that serious, coach? He said, yes. And I told my mom, okay. I played a game on my mom, actually. I told my mom, you know your son's dream is to go to the US. So if I go to Brazil, I'll be closer to the US. I'll be closer to the US than staying here in Nigeria. So let me stay 3 months in Brazil. After 3 months, I'm going to the US from there. She said, are you sure? I said, yes, Mom. I'm telling you, I will do it. So she let me go. So when I got into Brazil, first training, the coach looked at me and said, come out from the game. And I started crying. What happened? You guys went as far as Nigeria to bring me to play for American Football Club, and now you let me train only 15 minutes. Then the director of the club came to me and said, hey Ricky, why are you crying? You know the coach said it's okay, it's satisfied. You're going to sign the contract with us. That was how my professional career started. A wonderful experience. In Brazil, I played the Rio League first of all. Have you imagined a schoolboy, 18, 19, going to Brazil, the country of football? You see Zico, you see Falcao, you see Socrates, you see Mini Junior, Claudiadão. When I went, I said, wow, I'm going to play against Zico. There was a game, Flamengo America. And I was there saying, wow, it was like a dream, you know. And today Zico is my friend. I talk to him. You have some of his interviews with me even on my YouTube. So it was a wonderful experience, something I can never forget. First year I was voted the 3rd best player in the league. They were doing some comparisons and I was figured the 3rd best player. So imagine a league or a country like football, and you are competing with Careca, Zico, and some of the greatest players in the world. It was one of the best experiences I had.
Conseguiu recuperar o equilíbrio e ainda obter a finalização para o primeiro golo da formação do Boa Vista.
Brazil to France.
Okay, to France.
Yes, I played in France. I was the first Nigerian to have played in France.
Did you see that?
Yes, there is a record book. I'll let you have it.
Which of the clubs did you play in France?
I played for Metz.
Really?
I was bought by Metz, but the first year, normally I was on loan because Metz had 2 foreign players then, so I could not play, but they bought me, so they lent me to Laval, Stade Lavallois, in the middle of France, Rennes, that area. Yeah.
Conseguiu recuperar o equilíbrio e ainda obter a finalização para o primeiro golo da formação do Boa Vista.
Who indicated me to Benfica was Moza, Carlos Moza, the Brazilian central defender.
Okay.
So then Benfica bought me from Metz, so that was how I went into Benfica. But I was so lucky. First game, Benfica, we went on the playing tour in New York, New Jersey. First game, I got my ankle broken, so I didn't play for 6 months. But I still came back to break records. Records. I talk about this league, Portuguese Cup match. Benfica against Riachense of. In Lisbon, in Estádio da Luz. We won 12-1, and I have a record till today unbroken. I scored 6 goals till today, 35 years. So I look at the strikers, I keep, once in a while I play with people, I say, what are these strikers doing? I want them to break my record. 6 goals in one match. This is the cup, the Portuguese Cup.
Yes.
And in the Portuguese Premier League, while I was playing for Boa Vista, we won in Porto. We won 5-0, and I scored the 5 goals. So I had an outstanding moment in Portugal. Yes.
Conseguiu recuperar o equilíbrio e ainda obter a finalização para o primeiro golo da formação do Boa Vista.
Brazil was very important because that was the start of my career, and you find yourself competing in the middle of some of the best players in the world is something rewarding. Give glory to God. And in Europe, I broke record after record. So people even tell me I'm more known in Portugal than even Nigeria. Well, I was.
Today, he's retired and actively involved as a FIFA-accredited football agent. This is the story of Richard Daddy Owobikiri, former Super Eagles international player.
Come close,